My next guest is going to be returning to action, UFC Paris. It is the steamroller, Matt Frevola, back here on the program. Matt, how you doing, man?
Doing good, bro. Just finishing camp strong, getting ready to head out to Paris soon.
Yeah, so glad I caught you before you went out. Obviously, a lot of travel for this one. But first and foremost, I got to talk about your buddy Merab Dvalishvili winning the UFC title. How cool is that?
Dude, it was amazing. Like just to see where where Merab started and where he's at now. Like it's just inspiring, and made O'Malley look like clueless out there. Merab's like movement, his calculated takedowns. He just dominated the fight, and he's a world champion. I'm so happy for him.
Did you expect him to be that dominant in the fight? It was pretty one-sided in that main event.
I knew that Merab was capable of that, but I knew that O'Malley was good. I knew that he was a sniper, and I knew that you know he could finish the fight. But Merab's game plan, his movement was just beautiful. O'Malley, like everyone's saying that he looked like flat, he looked off, but I just don't think O'Malley expected Merab's movement to be that crazy, and he couldn't line Merab up. He couldn't touch him. It was beautiful. And then I think everyone expected him to just be spamming takedowns, but Merab was like calculated with his takedowns, and he got him when he needed him, and he dominated the fight.
Back to you. Obviously, you were supposed to fight Michael Johnson in May. I know that he ended up having an injury. Was it just one of those things? This is the earliest fight you could get? Because I imagine you probably wanted to fight sooner than this.
Yeah, that fight fell through, and then my son was born, so I was kind of,
Congratulations.
figured. Thanks, man. Just like figuring out how to be a father and just kind of helping my wife and helping the family and doing family things. Still always training, helping my team, but kind of just took some time to welcome my boy to the world and figure all that out. And I wanted to fight on Paris. I've wanted it since they announced it. It's been a dream come true to, be able to do this and fight in Paris. And we got the fight. And, I put in a great camp and I'm ready to go.
As far as being a dad and all that, is Dad Frivola a thing? I know we've seen Dad Cerrone, we've seen all these other. When you become a dad, you get like superpowers. Do you feel any different going into this fight?
Yeah, definitely. I got something more to fight for now. I feel I'm so blessed. He's healthy, he's growing. My wife's doing amazing. She's an amazing mother, and I can't wait to go out there and get a big win for him. They're actually out in Italy right now. They left a couple days ago. They're visiting some family in Italy, and then they're gonna meet us out in Paris. So. These last couple days have been a little lonely at the house, but I'm excited to see them out in Paris.
And how does the sleep schedule work? Because everyone's always different. I know when my first son was born, I kind of took the early morning shift, and then everything in the morning basically, and then as much as I could at a certain point throughout the day. How do you manage your sleep schedule? Because some dads don't get to sleep.
Yeah, when he was first born, I was definitely taking the night shifts. I was feeding him throughout the night, letting my wife sleep a little bit, and then I would just kind of train all day. And it was rough for a little bit, but he's a good boy. He started sleeping through the night, and camp's been going great. He's a good baby. It was great to after a hard training session get back and see him smiling and doing some training with him. Getting his tummy time in. So we're all working in the Frivola household.
And what's with the flow? The hair this is new because I always remember you with kind of shorter hair. Is that just because you're a dad or just a total coincidence?
Yeah, I've been growing it out for a while now. I'm gonna get it cleaned up a little bit, and then tomorrow night I get the war braids in, and then we head to Paris on Saturday. So I'm pumped to get the war braids in. That's like a good mindset shift for me, and right after that we head out.
Let's talk about your opponent, 20 fight veteran Ziam. You're taking him on here. How do you feel like stylistically you match up against him?
Yeah, he's good. He's got a lot of momentum. He's a well-rounded fighter, good kickboxers. He can wrestle. He's got some jiu-jitsu. and he's got momentum, and he's really, grown into himself in the octagon. He got into the UFC young, and now, he's a man now. I remember me and him fought on the same card once, and I remember seeing him cut weight in the hot tub, and I'm thinking like, look at this kid fighting in the UFC, like looked like a boy, but now he's a man, and now he's worthy, and we're gonna have a great fight, and I'm preparing for the best version of Faras, because he's gonna get the best version of the steamroller. I'm in the prime of my life. It's now or never for me. I've never been so strong. I've never been so fast. Like you said, I'm a father now. I'm fighting for more than just myself. I'm fighting for my family. I'm fighting for my son. So he's gonna get the best version of the steamroller. I'm hoping to see the best version of Faras, and it's just gonna make fireworks for the French people.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. Anything different for this camp? Who you mainly got a chance to work with ahead of this one? Who helped you get ready for this fight?
Yeah, I did the most of the camp back home in Long Island. I did like a week out in Vegas. Worked with John Wood and Syndicate out there, and now I'm back home working with Longo. He's fresh off that win with Merab, and I'm working a lot with Steve Lee. He's coming out to Paris with me. Steve Lee has definitely been helping me out a lot. He's like Longo's right hand man, kind of more the new age MMA, and then Longo's the old school, so it's a good mix. Um, and then I got my brother coming out as well. My dad's coming out. Everybody's coming out. I've been getting a lot of good sparring with Charlie Campbell, with Dylan Montello, who just took a tough loss on Contender Series, but he's an amazing fighter himself. And Yeah, I'm ready, man. I prepared the only way I know how to prepare is 100%, give everything I got. And, I had my last sparring session yesterday. I'm healthy. My weight's good. I'm ready to do this.
Your corner, you mentioned people coming out with you. Who will actually be in your corner for the fight?
Ray will be there. Steve will be there, and my brother.
Gotcha. No Billy Q. I guess he's got. I know he's looking for a fight right now.
Yeah, unfortunately, no Billy Q. It's gonna be a little weird not having him around, but he's always with us in spirit. Me and him have, we're always on this journey together. Even though we don't really train too much anymore. I try to get down to Tampa whenever I can. He tries to come up to New York whenever he can, but we're always connected, even if we're not together.
There we go. That's the Bash Brothers there. How's this fight playing out on September 28th? This looks like a fight of the night for sure on paper.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen round two, honestly. Um, but Faraz has got a lot of decision. He fights the distance a lot. But the way that I fight, I go for a finish. Every second of every minute of every round, I'm throwing with bad intentions, looking to knock him out. But I'm ready to use all my skill set in this fight. Use my wrestling, use my jiu-jitsu, and just put it all together for a beautiful display of mixed martial arts. But I'll definitely get the finish. I'm going to be pushing for it, and but I'd like to see a round two. I want to hear Longo in the corner a little bit more.
Okay,
Uh, s-
fair enough. Fair enough.
so I'll,
Go ahead. Sorry, didn't mean to
no,
interrupt.
no, I'll take a round two, round three finish.
Okay, any of those prop bettors out there, if you're watching, sticking with predictions, got a couple of big fights coming up. Just want to get your quick thoughts on them. Robert Whitaker's fighting Hamzat Chimaev. They've rebooked the fight. It's 5 rounds. Who do you see winning that?
Yeah, it's interesting. I guess we got to see how committed Hamzat is. I feel like he's always been like one foot in the door, one foot out recently, just with his health and whatnot. But I think, uh, I like Whitaker. I've always liked Whitaker. I'm hoping he gets it done.
Do you think he gets it done though?
You're always asking the hard hitting questions,
That,
huh?
that's why I'm here, man. I'm got to keep you on your toes.
Yeah, I think he gets it done.
What about Max Holloway and Ilya Taporia?
That's another tough one, man. I love Max. I mean, how can you not love Max? But I think it's the Tapora error. He looks so good. and I think he gets it done.
What about Michael Chandler and Charles Oliveira? They just booked the fight. It's going to be their rematch, obviously.
I think it'll be another exciting fight, but I think Oliveira is gonna get it done with the jiu-jitsu. I think that's definitely his strong point.
And last one, John Jones and Stipe. Who's winning that fight?
Man, I hope Stipe can humble him. I hope Stipe can serve John Jones the humble pie that he's needed for a while. But John Jones is just that good, so I don't know. But everybody can be beat. Everybody needs. I think everybody needs to be beat at one point for themselves. Just I'm hoping Stipe could serve that humble pie to John Jones.
Okay. How many more fights do you have in your contract? I know you got a new contract. I think it was a couple fights ago, right?
Yeah. My last fight was the first fight on a new contract, so
Oh,
I
perfect.
gotta.
Got
Yeah,
a couple
yeah.
more left, which is good. Okay, yeah, always keeping tabs on that. That's good. And then just last question. I know you got to get out of here. Conor McGregor, do you think he fights again? That keeps getting pushed back. I think last time we did our interview, I asked you the same thing. He still hasn't fought yet. Dana White's saying 2025. What's your hunch? Do you think he does come back, or do you think that's it?
Yeah, I think he's got to fight. He has to. I just hope it's in the UFC and not for bare knuckle. You
Yeah.
know, I feel like I hope that he looks like he was training hard. It looked like he was right on schedule, and then I guess he got hurt, which happens, and he kind of fell off the wagon a little. It looked like, but who really knows? You can't believe everything you see on the internet these days. I think he's the only person that will truly know, how hard he's working, how focused he is. But I think we'll see him fight. He's still got some fight left in him.
And you certainly do too, man. Always appreciate the interviews. If there's anyone you want to thank before we get out of here, any sponsors, any social media you want to mention, I'll give you the last word.
Yeah, I appreciate everybody who supports me, especially the French people. Like I've been getting so much love from the French people and the French fan base. We've been having a lot of fun on Twitter and on social media and whatnot. And I can't wait to go to Paris. It's a dream come true to be able to be fighting there. I got into this fight game, and my dream was to fight the toughest dudes from all over the world, travel the world, and Mortal Kombat style, and just get the biggest fights against the toughest guys from all around the world. And now we get to go to France and fight one of their best guys, and put on a great show and get a big win. So thank you for all the support.
There we go. All right, man.